Welcome, everyone. My friend Ben Hall is here on guitar today. Let's give it a nice warm welcome to Ben. He's filling in for Lance today, and we're changing up our songs this week. So our opening song is by Eddie Watkins Jr. How many of y'all know his music a little bit? So I'm sure you'll recognize some of his stuff, but this is one of his songs called All Is Well, and we would love for you to clap along with us and sing as well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. Don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and is mine. I am loved and so are you. Don't it feel good to know all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say all is well. All is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. All is well. Oh, all is well. All is well and unfolding as it should. I am cloaked in the Spirit. I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know all is well? Don't you know? Don't you feel good? All is well. All is well. And unfolding as it should.
So welcome everyone. Get settled. I'm Reverend Sherry, and oh, I'm sorry. I'm used to having a headset. I've been so entitled. So, again, welcome to the CSL NOCO. I'm Reverend Sherry. Reverend Lea and Kent are under COVID watch right now. So just hold them in prayer to let that stuff go away. So welcome to the folks online. We're glad you're with us as well. Julie, welcome back from your honeymoon. Nothing like the Greek Isles. Whoa, that's great. So we're so glad that all of you just decided to come this evening. And my pronouns are, I think it's called she and her. As you wish. So we welcome all lifestyles and beliefs. And so no matter who you are welcome here. Turn to the person next to you and say, you're welcome here. You're welcome here. So, oh, I opened a box, didn't I? Yeah. So I want to acknowledge that this service is being held on the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne peoples. And so we recognize that this land is rightfully theirs, and we offer our respect and gratitude for their continuing kinship with this place. And it's nice to know that wherever we are really is holy ground, is it not? So we have a spiritual philosophy, the science of mind that we talk about every week. It is inclusive of all spiritual traditions. And we believe that the heart of every faith tradition is a shared message, which is oneness. There's only one of us here. So we have a prayer partner today, holding consciousness from afar, Joni McMenamin, and we're so grateful that she was available today. So let's say our mission and vision together. We are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. And our vision, to awaken humanity, revealing the world that works for all. And so, do we have children today? We do. There's Miss Sage. So, oh, hi. You want to come up here? And Miss Karen Joe is going to be your teacher today. You want to hold my hand? There you go. And we've got little Sage. You want to come over here and hold the others? Oh, hold her hand. There you go. Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. God is everything there is, so I am part of God. I know there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful and grateful for everything we have. So I let go of this prayer, and so it is.
So thank you all. Okay. Can you take your hand? There's so many pages to this. Hold on. Oh, so now I get to invite Marie to come up here and do the announcements.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, my stars. Let's come to this. We are ready. June outreach. Very exciting. A percentage of our tithe each month goes to support a local nonprofit. To support Pride Month, we have chosen Northern Colorado Equality, which seeks to empower the LGBTQ plus community and our allies through activities, programs, services, educations. Honoring and promoting and celebrating the community's diversity is their central organizing principle. So, LGBTQ plus. It's a complicated world, people. Too complicated for me. Sacred, feminine. And next, we'll be looking for a new person to do the announcements. Sacred Feminine Circle. Friday, June the 14th, this is a gathering of like-minded souls focused on storytelling, drumming, chanting, dancing, and meditation. If you are a woman or one who orients as female, you are welcome at this gathering. They welcome your presence. We welcome your presence. Limited spots are available, so this event always fills up fast, so sign up soon if you want to, because it's 2 weeks from 2 days ago, or a week from this coming Friday. Figure that out. And while you're thinking about that, the June Food for New Thought fundraiser, giddy up, partner. Join hosts Carl Zeller and Jill Rickards for a cowboy breakfast on June the 15th. Rustle up your hunger and mosey on down to the Wild Wild West for a rootin' tootin' cowboy breakfast like no other. They will be serving flapjacks, bacon, eggs, and mimosas, which doesn't seem really Western to me. But beer for breakfast also seems a little sketchy. So anyway, after that, after you filled your belly, you can take a splash in the lake. All the proceeds will go to support CSL NOCO. Pride booth. We are going to have a booth at the Pride Festival this year. So that is June 29th. We're going to spread the love and show our LGBTQIA plus This one had more letters.
It's more inclusive.
This is, the pride is more inclusive than outreach. I don't know. It's a complicated world. I'm just saying to you. Anyway, we want everybody to know that safe spaces exist where all are welcomed and loved for who they are, and that's what we're going to do at Pride. We're going to show up and have a booth there, so please come and join us. And we are looking for volunteers to sign up to do that, so hop on the June 29th booth train. That's all I got. Every Sunday we gather together to share a meal. Tonight we're going out to dinner at a local restaurant. If you meet at the welcome table, we will let you know where that top secret location is. The password is oneness. So if you go to the welcome table and say oneness, they'll tell you where we're having dinner. And that's what we do. Everything else, check out our website. Wait, oh my God, she moved it way up here. I'm going to get one of those laser pointer things. Check out our website, cslnoco.org, or take your phone out and scan the beautiful QR code right there. That is all I know.
Thanks, Marie. So we're going to take a deep breath, please. Calm down. We're going to sing an opening chant, but I invite Gianna to come up and play our beautiful bowls. So please be still.
There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all I rest in this love. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all. I rest in this love. We rest. We rest in this love. And once more, We rest in this love.
And so we do rest in this love. This love that is holding all. We call it by many names. It is God, it is Spirit, it is Source, it is the great grandmother. It's Spirit. But it's right here and right now in each and every one of us. There's only one of us here. It is that one life that lives through us, that breathes us, that loves us, that knows us, has called us into life, that we may duplicate its divine nature. One life, one power, one love. And we live and breathe in it. And so I just breathe into that. I invite us just to take a deep breath. Take everything you possibly can from this one life. This breath that fills us with its goodness. That we may do good works in the world. And in that awareness, I give thanks for everyone who has been a sacred servant today to bring this service to form. Those folks that come early and stay late. To create this space, not only in consciousness, but with so much love, so much mastery of the skills they bring to the table. And all for the music, the sacred sound of God. How blessed we are in musicians that know how to play and sing and use their voices and bring us messages of empowering love, inspiration. We just allow this day to unfold, knowing that it blesses and heals whoever needs those blessings and those healings. And that each of us leave here inspired in some way to ponder over the next few days how this has touched our lives, how we might bring forth something new, something healed, something positive into life itself. I give thanks for Reverend Scott as our guest speaker today. Spiritual truth is ours this very day. And we hold Reverend Lea and Kent in such love for their healing and their wholeness. We bless all within the sound of my voice, that we may recognize divine spiritual community and celebrate that. So for all that and so much more, I simply give thanks, and together we affirm. And so it is. So it's my absolute joy to welcome back to CSL NOCO Reverend Scott Aubrey. He was a minister at the old Whole Life Center for Spiritual Living long before I was there.
We have a song that happens first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you do.
So sorry to interrupt. Reverend Scott, you were about to get roped into singing for us, I think. So this first featured song for today is a song by Carrie Newcomer. She's a singer-songwriter that I love and have recently started listening to. And if you haven't heard her music, I would highly recommend it. But this is a song of hers called "You Can Do This Hard Thing." There at the table, with my head in my hands, a column of numbers I just could not understand. You said, add these together, carry the two. Now you can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. At a cold winter station, breathing into our gloves, it would change me forever, leaving for God knows what. You carried my bags, you said always for you. You can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. That night and I call, and you answered the phone. The worst it had happened, and I did not want to be alone. You quietly listened, you said we'll see this through. You can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. Here we stand, breathless and pressed in hard times, hearts hung like laundry in backyard clotheslines. Possible just takes a little more time. From the muddy ground comes a green volunteer. In a place we thought barren, new life appears. Morning will come whistling some comforting tune for you. You can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing.
Wow. Thank you so very much. So, back to where I was before. I don't know. There's just too many words here. So, Reverend Scott Aubrey he is a non-denominational minister, but he really is he's a religious science minister. For those of us who do weddings and memorials, they call us non-denominational, and oh well, but we're here and home, aren't we? He's also a counselor, a chaplain, and a seminary instructor. He's served on the board of World Wisdom Project. It's a Colorado nonprofit organization that educates and inspires multi-faith communities through learning programs and explorations of the arts. He's been volunteering for local community kitchens. He's been an educator in the field of palliative care, but he also does a ton of weddings. And if you haven't been to his wedding website, it's amazing. I do memorials. Weddings, yeah, so much. But he also bikes, plays pickleball, and enjoys photography and hiking in our beautiful mountains. Please join with me in welcoming Reverend Scott Aubrey.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to get organized up here. How good life is. How good to be with you today. Thank you, Reverend Sherry. And to Reverend Lea, our prayers with her. I'll talk to her about noon today, or a little earlier than that, I think. And so thankful that she called. So how good just to hang out together, and as we enter into a beautiful time of year, don't you think? June must be the favorite of so many people. Marie talked about Pride Month, and certainly we're honoring all of our brothers and sisters and everyone who's on their own path. We give thanks for that. I read a quote by A.J. Willingham. She's a CNN writer. And she wrote, "I've been thinking about the difference between tolerating and celebrating. When you tolerate someone, it's as if you're forcing yourself to acknowledge they exist. But when you celebrate someone, you're letting them know you actively appreciate who they are. They bring something valuable to the world." And I like to have an awareness of the seasons and the time of year, the opportunities that are afforded to us. The month of June, I got a couple of little statistics, little facts about this. The month of June, which just so radiates light and energy and such all positive things. Did you know that June gets its name from the Roman goddess Juno, who was the goddess of youth and protection? And Juno's name also means to rejuvenate and to aid. So let's be about that today. Let's be about some rejuvenation going on here. We're following the CSL monthly themes, and the month of June, the CSL theme is Holy Boldness. Will you say that out loud with me? Holy Boldness. I don't know if that just makes you feel good. It does for me. This theme this month was originated by our minister in Oakland, Reverend Michelle Coleman. And about holy boldness, she wrote that life invites us to live with gusto and verve. There is a sacred knowing deep within us that always supports and guides us. Combined with courage, with tenacity, and with keen inner listening, this innate knowing will get us through anything. I like that. And today's talk, the theme for the day, a lot of themes here going on. Sacred audacity. When I heard that theme and then was invited to speak here today, I remembered something from many years ago when Reverend Sherry was the minister at the Whole Life Center in Fort Collins. And there was a day when our youth director, Brooke Minkle, needed some supplies for Sunday school. And they were all locked up in a particular cabinet that was rarely used, and it had a combination lock on it. And Brooke didn't know the combination, so she went to her spiritual leader, went to Reverend Sherry, and asked Sherry if she knew the combination. And Reverend Sherry said, "No, I don't know the combination, but I think I can get that lock opened." And Brooke kind of grinned and thought, "Yeah, well, that's pretty audacious of her." She said she was thinking, "Sure, Sherry, show us what you got." And Sherry did. She stepped up to the cabinet, to that lock. she placed one hand on the lock and raised another hand heavenward, and she just looked up, and she held that gaze, that poise for a couple of minutes. And then she looked down and reached out and confidently twisted the combination, and it opened right up. And Brooke's jaw dropped. And she thought, how in the world? She was so amazed and now in awe of her minister. And when Sherry saw how impressed Brooke was, Sherry leaned into her and said, actually, the combination was written on the ceiling. Spiritual audacity sitting right there. That's not a true story. I read that somewhere, and I just made it fit for us. Sacred audacity. Another great example of one who lived in that consciousness was the master teacher, Jesus, who said that the works that I do, and we all know he did some pretty darn good works, he said, all that I'm doing, you shall do, and you shall do even more than these. The author of Desiderata, 19th century, Mark Ehrman, wrote that the universe is unfolding as it should, and we've been given the privilege of being its vehicle. Can we just hang out in that truth, in that affirmation? Can you imagine if we woke up every morning with that mental equivalent, that we are pure spirit's vehicle here in physical form to carry out that mission, to carry out that divine love? That's who we are. And just to know that the molecules that make up our body are connected to all life, connected to the subatomic particles that make up every rainbow trout that swims, every heart that beats, and every star that shines in the sky. You are cosmic. You are cosmic. And you are, and I am emboldened by this. So our invitation, if we want to live audaciously, is to be in that sense of wonder and positive expectancy while being humble in the face of such universal grand potential, and to be in awe of life revealing itself through each of us. When the great soprano singer Lisette Oropesa, Italy, was performing an aria I think this was a couple of years ago in Italy, and she was singing an aria that was supposed to be a duet, that she would sing the lead on stage, and that a male tenor voice would be off stage. He wouldn't be seen, but his voice would come in to weave itself into the song. And just before she was to go on to present, she was told that he had taken ill, and she didn't have that male tenor to expect. And she thought quickly. She said, well, I'll just wing it. I'm going to do something. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. And she began the song, and she got to the place where the other voice was to join her, and she took a breath, and in that moment, she heard a voice. She heard a beautiful tenor coming from somewhere in the room, and she opened her eyes and looked, and there was a young man in the audience who had stood up, and he was singing that part. He was a music student, and he knew the aria, and he recognized that the male was missing. And the look on her face, this is on YouTube, you ought to go check it out. It's precious. Her face was one of surprise, and then gratitude and then just in awe. And they sang together and brought about such a beautiful moment for everybody in that room. Talk about being bold. That young student who was willing to stand up, to step up and answer that call. The 19th century Danish philosopher Kierkegaard said that if I were to wish for anything, I should not wish for wealth or power, but for the passionate sense of what might be. The passionate sense of what's possible. He said, for the eye, I would wish for the eye which forever young sees the possible. I think it's about us being clear in who we are. We are an expression of the one life of God. We are a child. We are a full-grown, mature spiritual being in the life of this universe. And we've been appointed to live God's life with such beauty and grace and with such a sense of purpose. And to the degree that we know who we are and we know what we're called to be about, we answer that. Certainly, we are bold. I so revere Reverend Lea and Reverend Sherry and all of you who are entering into that, the planning, the strategic planning for, it's next Sunday, right? The fact that you are willing to devote yourselves so much to that creative, inspired process to just simply know the truth of this community and to be guides, to be guardians of it all, of each other, to go through that process. I think planning, I think clarity is power, and I pray that collectively there is a great, bold, and achievable plan for this community that is emerging through each of you. The theologian Howard Thurman, 20th century, once wrote that in the stillness of the quiet, if we listen, we can hear the whisper of the heart giving strength to witness, giving courage to fear, and giving hope to despair. Have you had moments like that when you have centered in so clearly, so wholeheartedly that all that was possible was revealed to you? We can hear the whisper of the heart giving strength to weakness, courage to fear, and giving hope to despair. There's such a possibility for us all. The Apostle Paul said, "Awake thou that sleepest." And I think that is our invitation. That is our sacred charge, to awaken from our sleepwalking, to so live in the presence that our heart and mind are open to the possibilities and to the knowledge that we have a vast reservoir of means and talents available to us. I'm going to ask you to just take a second and think about something in your life. Is there a part of your life that you feel like maybe you're sleepwalking through? Would it be some relationships or your job or how you just show up with other people, with maybe some project going on you're working on? I know I do that. I just mail it in from time to time and don't really show up. And I invite us all to come to that moment where our heart is so open and we are so present with that we know that we're inspired. It's a divine appointment, and that we can turn that passiveness into something much more dynamic. And it lets us enter into life's journey with a sense of blessing and purpose. Vast reservoir that's available to us. Some people think that life is against them. I've had moments like that. I guess probably most of us have, where just things weren't going right and just felt like the deck was stacked against us, and that we weren't really given a chance to do or to be what we perhaps once dreamed of. we're thinking, well, maybe that's just my lot in life. That's my destiny. But I think all of us in here right now know that's not true. That is not our destiny. The destiny of each of us is to be fulfilled, to live rewarding, healthy, joyous lives, and to live the life abundant. That's our destiny. That is Spirit's wish for all of us. And that was the message of Jesus and Lao Tzu and the Buddha and other enlightened beings who knew that the experiences of this life, the conditions, circumstances of this world, we can look at them as a metaphor and as an opportunity for a deeper, bigger reality. So what I'm urging us to do is audaciously lean into the truth of our being, that we open these doors of possibilities. So if you're feeling stuck in some part of your life, if you're feeling stuck in your profession or in some project, be audacious, be deliberate about this. Take a chance, believe in yourself, and believe in that indwelling Spirit that sources you in all things. If perhaps you're feeling stuck in a relationship, be bold. Forgive. Forgive someone else. Forgive yourself. Be bold. Drop one judgment today. And if you're stuck in any area of your life, I invite you to just bring it out into the light, to pay attention, to expose that area to the truth, the light within you. Air it out. So, pardon the football metaphor, but many years ago, the Oakland Raiders quarterback, Ken Stabler, was being interviewed by a sports writer. And this reporter was a fan of the novelist Jack London. And so during the interview with Stabler, the journalist quoted this passage from London. He said, London's words, "I would rather be ashes than dust. I would rather that my spark should burn out in a brilliant blaze than it should be stifled by dry rot. Our proper function is to live, not merely exist." And then the reporter asked the quarterback, Stabler, "What does that mean to you, Kenny?" And Stabler paused for just a moment and he said, "Throw deep." Throw deep. Let's throw deep. Let's do it with all the verve and the audacity and the confidence that comes from one who truly knows who he, who she, who they are. Sacred audacity. Know that you are connected to each other. We are connected one to another. And we are connected to the divine. You are one with God, and you are the vehicle through which this universe manifests its love. Let's have a prayer about that. Infinite presence. Man, how good it is just to be hanging out in this vibration, in this truth, with others here, with brothers and sisters, all who have glimpsed this truth and who have taken it to heart and allow it to be made manifest in their life, in our lives. Thank you, God. Thank you for the invitation. We have come to the party. And today we can simply open up and with all confidence and all sense of boldness, we say, life, infinite presence, bring it on. I'm ready. I'm ready. So in that readiness, in that quiet, deep, beautiful acceptance of the truth that makes us free, we boldly go into this world and we make a difference. We do the good work. We simply allow ourselves to be that vehicle through which God is made more manifest in the world. We do this with a sense of gratitude and purpose and an abundant joy. Thank you, God. We bless this community, bless its leadership, bless everyone present here today, and know that right where we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you, God. Thank you forever. Amen.
So this might be the first time you've heard a Jimi Hendrix song in church, but we're going to do a Jimi Hendrix song because I really felt the lyrics fit perfectly for the topic this week. This is Bold as Love. Anger, he smiles, towering in shiny metallic purple armor. Queen jealousy, envy waits behind him. Her fiery green gown sneers at the grassy ground. Blue are the life-giving waters taken for granted. They quietly understand. Once happy turquoise armies lay opposite ready, but wonder why the fight is on. Yeah, they're all bold as love. Yeah, they're all bold as love. Yeah, they're all bold as love. Just ask the Axis. My red is so confident he flashes trophies of war and ribbons of euphoria. Orange is young and full of daring, but very unsteady for the first go-round. My yellow in this case is not so mellow. In fact, I'm trying to say it's frightened like me. And all these emotions of mine keep holding me from giving my life to a rainbow like you. But I'm bold, bold as love. Yeah, I'm bold, bold as love. Yeah, I'm bold, bold as love. Just ask the Axis. He knows everything. Yeah, I'm bold, bold as love. I'm bold as love. Yes, I'm bold, bold as love. Just ask the Axis.
We are so blessed in you, Julie, and thank you, Ben, for being with us today. Oh my gosh, one more hand for her. Them. So it says, if you've received some spiritual food today, we invite you to share your gifts and your tithes, as we believe that as we give to that which feeds us, we receive in return. So there's a number of ways you can give. They're all over that. But I'm going to ask you to take your tithe and place it over your heart. And let us say our offering blessing. This gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give, and joyfully I receive. Are my ushers available? There you go. Thank you.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love.
Thanks, Doug. And so please join with me in knowing that the universe is abundant, and we are abundant beings. We are here to give and receive from the fullness of our heart, knowing that we are beautifully provided for always. So on behalf of all here, I give thanks for these gifts that go to this beautiful community to do what it does. It loves, and it's one. And I give thanks, and so it is. So, if you're here for the first time, you can either stand up, wave your hand. Thank you for being here. We are so glad you're here, and if there's any questions you have, you can talk to any of us, and we'll set you straight. I'll be up here after the service for prayer. If you've got something on your heart that is troubling you, or you want more good in your life, please come see me. I don't bite much. So we have a prayer box at the back table, so you can actually write your request, and it'll be prayed on for the next week. And you can always go online and submit a prayer request as well. So, thank you all for being here. Please stand as we conclude our service. We're going to put our hands over our hearts and say our benediction. You ready? Whoops, you okay? Okay. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed. May we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. And love is all there is.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me.